Greetings and good day, YouTube and Twitch highlight watchers. How are you doing today? I myself am pretty excited to continue where we last left off in Metal Gear Solid 4. We had just got done with Act 3, and now we are moving our way to my favorite act, Act 4. I will say, because of what we're using, it's going to be a little bit weird. Like the emulator is going to close out, then open back up. So bear with me for that while that goes through. Hopefully it'll load pretty quickly because on stream last night I kind of went through and did a little bit of load screen stuff. So hopefully we won't have too many issues to deal with or worry about. And hopefully the audio will actually work this time. Last time it was a little bit messed up.
We'll launch a stealth nuclear warhead at JD.
I thought you couldn't control the nuke with GW.
We can't. We've taken over their guns and heavy weapons, but the WMDs are still under JD's control. That's where Rex comes in. I know where to find nukes they don't control. Vamp, how long until Rex is ready?
All that's left is the final check. We've identified JD's location through GW, an abandoned 20th century satellite orbit disguised as debris.
A clever place to hide.
Satellite orbit.
With a stealth nuke, there's no need to worry about the Patriots intercepting it. By the time they realize what's happening, it'll all be over.
Once JD, the core AI, is destroyed, GW's priority will rise to 1, and all the systems under JD's control will then be ours to command. Now go, prepare our haven.
Yes, boss. What the devil is this?
Well, Rip Mark II.
From the Mark II cuts off here. Haven. Yeah. Drebin was saying something about
that. Come on,
In the
audio.
beginning, the Patriot system was controlled by 4 AIs, with JD at the top. One of those AIs was GW. The Patriots thought it had been destroyed, but Liquid was able to use it as cover to slip inside the system. GW. I knew I'd heard that name before. Yeah. GW was one of the Patriots' AIs. It was installed on our here. Emma's worm should have
Man,
commissioned.
4 continues, 51 alert phases, 430 kills.
And repaired.
Oof.
I'm guessing JD must be unrecognized GW, even though it's inside the Patriot system. It's a spot. GW was written off as
Arsenal
lost
gear
while it's still tied
in the lower right.
Using it let Liquid interfere with the AI from the inside. He made contact under the guise of Big Boss's genetic code. Even the
We've only
AI
used
threat
CT
detection
sheet
system was
twice.
fooled.
haven on the network. Free from oversight by the Patriots' AIs.
It all makes sense now. That's
From Metal Gear Solid 2, that
Years
little
ago.
sequence.
GW was on board.
Where's this haven? Where's their base?
Don't worry. Mei Ling is using
Mark II's last transmission
to
predict the course of liquid ship.
ship. It's only a matter of time before we find.
Man, he is fucked up.
But that's not all Liquid said. Something about Rex already.
Rex. You mean Shadow Moses? It's Campbell.
We'll pick up.
The U.S. military systems are all in Liquid's hands now. The regional systems have all been shut down.
Sonny watching in
Guns
the
are falling
background.
silent across the earth. It's the first total ceasefire in human history.
How's the White House responding? The public.
The president has yet to make official announcement. But the media is starting to pick up on it.
The information's gonna be controlled anyway.
Not this time. The war economy is ground to a complete halt. It's tough to play down a crisis of these proportions. War economy related stocks are already going into a free fall.
They must be shitting themselves at the White House right about now.
In any case, America had better sleep soundly while she still can. Liquid's insurrection is about to begin. The first thing he'll do is try to destroy the system the Patriots built to control the U.S.
He's already taken the system.
No. Supreme authority still resides with JD, which the Patriots still command. Which is why Liquid plans to launch a nuclear strike on JD in
We
its
heard
orbit.
that.
But Liquid only controls SOP, and SOP only controls guns and small firearms. Unless he gains supreme authority, Liquid can't use American nukes and ballistic missiles. So how's he gonna launch this strike?
Good question. The U.S. converted its nuclear arsenal to reliable replacement heads 2 years ago.
RRWs.
Yes. The core of the RRWs is now completely ID controlled by the SOP system. You'd need supreme authority from JD itself to control them, and shut down remotely in case of an emergency.
All the old nukes were pulled out of service when they deployed the replacements.
If Liquid can't use the nukes, then... then what's his plan?
That's it. He's going to use Rex.
What?
Rex was scrapped before the Sons of the Patriot system was implemented.
Of course. The railgun.
Indeed. Rex's railgun can launch a stealth nuclear warhead into space unconstrained by the system. In short, it's the only device they have that is able to launch a nuke. Liquid's going to use it to kill JD and deliver the coup de grace to the Patriots' reign.
Campbell, where's Rex now?
I think you know. A long-forgotten base in U.S. territory outside the Patriots' control. The place where Liquid made his debut. His monument. Off the Alaskan coast, in the Fox Archipelago.
Shadow Moses Island.
If Liquid destroys JD, and his W assumes total control over the system, he'll have the world at his fingertips. And no one will be able to stop him. Not the Patriots. You are the only ones who save us now. Snake, I'm counting on you. Defeat Liquid and put an end to his insurrection.
I remember. There was a way to do a certain thing. That is rough.
Enough is enough, Snake. You can't take any more of this.
I'm not dead yet.
That's not what I mean. You can't beat Liquid. He's got the Patriots' own control system on his side. Not only are weapons useless, but the US military is in shambles. And even if it weren't, Liquid's got enough men and machines to match it. Things can't get any worse. Face it, Snake. We've lost.
Otacon.
We never stood a chance.
It's not about winning or losing. I know we started this. And it's our duty to finish it. Sonny.
No! Jack can't go. He's not ready yet. He needs to rest.
Let me go, Sonny.
No. Your dialysis isn't done yet.
Snake. He's not ready yet.
Snake. I'll be fine. From now on, I'm living my life by my own will.
Rotten.
I won't live a proxy life, a slave to someone else's will.
I'm a shadow. One that no light will shine on. As long as you follow me, you'll never see the day.
You and I are both just pawns in this proxy war. But once this is over, we will have our freedom.
Rotten.
I'll release you
It's the only way I'll ever be free. Raiden, 5 years ago. That's not what I meant. I've got nothing to lose. Don't be an idiot. You know you've got someone to protect. It was never going to work out for me. It even rained the day I was born. You've got it all wrong. You were the lightning in that rain. You can still shine through the darkness. The lightning. Raiden, look at me. Do you see this? I have no future. In a few months, I'm going to be a weapon of mass destruction. You have a family. I have no family. I have nothing. I have always been alone. Always. Don't leave me here. Alone. This is my fight. My destiny.
Dr. Emmerich?
Mei Ling.
I got the results back. It's official. He's on Shadow Moses Island. We lost Metal Gear Mark II's signal along the way, but the ship was headed in the direction of Shadow Moses. This is a picture of the island taken by a civilian imagery satellite.
It's
The
parked.
sea line is rising due to global warming. Have you heard that the entire Fox archipelago is about to slip into the ocean? The surrounding islands have already been evacuated.
Liquid's arrival there can only mean
Yeah,
one
the ship's
thing.
already there.
He is going to use Rex.
That's how it looks from here. All the Metal Gears after Rex were embedded with system IDs.
Then what about Rex? What did Washington do with it?
The nuclear disposal facility on Shadow Moses hasn't been touched since the incident.
That was 9 years ago.
They haven't touched anything for 9 years.
The president of Arms Tech and the DARPA chief were killed, and the Secretary of Defense was arrested. By the time the Shadow Moses incident was over, there wasn't a single person left there who knew what took place. It was as if nothing had ever happened. The data was either falsified or erased, so no traces would be left behind. We were exiled to desk jobs for the same reason. Rex and the nuke should still be where they were 9 years ago. untouched.
A forsaken island. A haven.
Well, I'd say it's more like a forgotten island. And it's sinking too.
I thought I'd never go back.
It'll take me a while to get there, but I'll be backing you up from aboard the Missouri. She's the only ship in the fleet still able to move.
Because it's an
Since
analog
it was
ship.
decommissioned before the system was put in place. And Hawaii's not that far away. Otacon, you're not wearing your glasses anymore.
Oh, yeah. I switched to contacts.
We rendezvous at Shadow Moses.
So weird with him not wearing glasses.
He who submits to heaven shall live. He who defies heaven shall perish.
I have to atone for my past, too.
Heavy on the feelings right off the rip, you know?
Rex is a beast. Born from my research. Let's go. Shadow Moses awaits.
Alright, that was the briefing for Act 3. If I'm not mistaken, what is going to end up happening is the emulator is going to close out, and it's going to reload. It's kind of funny why it does this. It is also a little bit, immersion breaking. Alright? Because what's really funny is, on my first playthrough, I got to that save point, and stopped playing. And then started playing again, and then this showed up. Hello there, Metal Gear Solid 1. How are you today? Surveillance camera. A little bit of a slowdown, right? And then it closes out again and then reopens it. Because what it's doing there, it's loading a different game, basically. Right? So yeah, that loads up a different game, and then we start again, and it loads back into the next one, which was kind of a little bit jarring. This happened yesterday, and it stressed me the hell out to the point where it gave me a headache because I thought something messed up with the emulator. I totally forgot that actually happened. Like, I knew there was... I thought that was a flashback, not a full-fledged section that was playable for some reason. But it's supposed to be one sequence, right?
Everything all right, Snake?
I was having that dream again.
We're here. Shadow Moses.
Nice blizzard going on. Got the MGS1 snake face camo. Act 4, Twin Sons. But yeah, this is my favorite act, which will become obvious throughout the playthrough.
Snake, are you all right?
Yeah.
Come on, just lift a little. After her, no time to meet the Mark III.
It's our last placement, so try not to break it.
Who, me? Never.
One more thing. I don't see anybody around, but there are unmanned sentries patrolling the area. Be careful out there.
Hold on.
The hell is to the west of there.
Okay, there we go. Some ammo. We'll pick up immediately. If we can. I don't know if there's anything else back here. I doubt it, actually. What weapons do we currently have equipped? The Mosin, the Gaunt, the Viz. Give me... the DSR. Oh, what's really funny is I now know how to non-lethal the next boss. God, I love that. Alaskan field mice. Fucking things like, what the fuck, man? God, this.
It's Snake, from the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake.
How's that?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent
hypothermia.
hypothermia. This is Alaska.
And then I'm trying to remember where all of them are. Like the front hangar door is open a little bit at least. You can get in that way if you want. Got chaff First time we've actually got chaff, really? A hind D?
The Russian gunship doing?
Wow, it must be crazy to fly hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself.
I just didn't expect Valence camera. Forgot there were vents over here. It won't let us go in the back of the van. The Mark 23 .45 caliber automatic pistol. I gotta equip that shit.
Just like old times.
Just like old times. One of the reasons why this is like my favorite is because it's almost like, obviously it's not the same thing, but it's almost like going through the game with these graphics, you know? Is the vent no longer here? No, it is still here. McDonald Miller.
Campbell.
I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have than you. Well,
God, it brings back memories of like going through all this and everything you've experienced in this game so far. Still dark as shit. Are they gonna have a flashback for this, I wonder? I should probably put the chaff on, because this area... Yeah, I should definitely put the chaff on now that I'm thinking about it. Warhead storage. God.
Could you be Snake? Are you?
Don't worry. You'll land back on them once you meet me.
I unlocked the.
Somebody else's footprints are here already. Naomi's footprints are here already. I'd never noticed that. Let's save it really fast.
That gecko looks as if its drive has gone completely dead. I wonder if it's some mechanical problem. Never mind that, Snake. No time for dead lizards. Keep moving.
Snake, be careful. There are Claymore mines around there. Who are you? One of your fans.
Man. That's one of the reasons why I was so glad that I played through Metal Gear Solid before playing this game, because this sequence right here, you know? This whole run down memory lane. It's also kind of humorous watching somebody go through this with speedrun strats, because it's like, damn. There's a lot of little, like, mechanics you can abuse, and not even abusing the mechanics, just timing of shit too. Like with how long it takes me to go through some of these areas. Act 3, I didn't even realize dude could actually get run over by a truck, apparently. Act 3 was where you had to follow a dude who was going to Big Mama's. Oh. Probably should have played this a little bit off stream just to get through these sections. But I wanted to try to have my reactions as raw as possible. And the best part about watching a speedrunner is they don't stop to watch the cutscenes, so sure, you might be seeing what they're going through, but you're not getting the same exact emotional inflation or inflection or whatever you want to call it. I will say there were a couple things that I was like, that's another reason why, outside of like dedicating time and effort to doing it, which I could do, the other thing is you play the game so much, so often, you start to learn every little mechanic, every little glitch, every little programming iota that could be used to your advantage. And there's a part of me that almost doesn't want to do that to games that I'm nostalgic about, you know what I mean? Like, you get to the point to where you go from, oh, that's some bullshit, to, oh, well, that happened because of this exact reasoning, you know? And I kind of want to keep that idea of, like, quote-unquote not knowing, If that makes any sense. There's also a part of me that loves, I absolutely love watching speedruns because my brain just melts watching some of the things that they do. Especially something like a Metal Gear Solid 2 speedrun. I didn't realize how long the choking thing was for Extreme, or European Extreme. It is kind of a shame how we don't seem to be able to make a codec call about the fact that we see other footprints. Right?
Hey, Snake. Something I've been meaning to ask you. That canyon, isn't that where you demolished Raven's tank? How'd you do it, anyway?
How? Well, grenades.
That's it? You didn't use an anti-tank missile or something?
Didn't have one.
Your technique is kind of, well, how do I put this? Archaic when it comes to fighting tanks. Honestly, I don't think it'd work on today's main battle tanks.
Well, that's how I did it. What do you want me to say?
You know, I asked an active duty army officer once, if an infantryman had to take on a tank one-on-one, how should he do it?
And what was his answer?
Don't. He swore there's no way in hell a single infantryman could take down a tank by himself.
Huh. Interesting.
I always suspected there was a little something crazy about you, Snake. But hearing that story, now I know it. You're nuts. Single-handedly taking out a tank? That's crazy. You're insane.
Otacon, is this your idea of a compliment?
Yes. You're the toughest, craziest, most hardcore badass on the planet. You're the shit.
I forgot about that. Hearing Otacon say you're the shit is so fucking stupid, and I love it so much. Holy shit.
The nuclear storage facility is just up ahead.
You're the shit.
You're not even halfway to the underground supply tunnel yet.
I need to get that audio. I'm gonna make that into alert. There's no way I am not making that into an alert somehow. I just saved it, right? So, worst case scenario, I'll make a new save file so I can go back and do that codec call and try and get clean audio of it. Oh, that's funny.
I don't see any enemies around here. Okay, we'll go through the door all the way at the back.
Otacon, last time around we had a few complications and wound up going through the commander's office in the basement.
That's right. I remember now. But there's no need to go all the way down there this time, right? The back door takes us straight where we need to go.
Good point.
Okay then, let's get to the back door. Huh? Snake, that door is locked.
How do I open it?
Security is shut down altogether. You can't release the lock without activating it. You'll have to log in somewhere. I've got it, Snake. My old office is close by. With the power on, you should be able to unlock the door from there.
Oh,
and if you check the
shit.
facility records, we can find out Rex's status and who's been in and out. You remember where it is, Snake?
I'm not senile yet.
Just to be safe, I'm marking it on your map. You old geezer. Snake, the password is 48273. Think you can remember that?
I told you, I'm not senile.
I wrote it down, bitch.
Yet.
I'm only doing this because there's other codes you can put in that'll give you little goodies. 2 for iPod music, 1 for 100,000 Drebin points, which I'm tempted to put in.
Snake, I've checked the
But
APU on this floor and engaged the generator. Energy output is low, but it should be enough to power... Try the elevator, if it's working.
But yeah, I want to see what happens if you actually put in the right code. Also, I'm remembering something about... the camera in this place. I can't remember exactly what it is, though. We'll only go down to B1.
Okay, first go down the central hallway. Don't worry, it's not electrified anymore.
Crazy.
Everything looks exactly like I remember it. Except for that wall way in back, anyway. I still can't believe how much damage you caused in such a small space.
Ah, the switchboard. Nailed it with a remote control missile to shut down the electric current in the floor. The guidance system in those things takes up so much space, it hardly leaves any room for explosives.
Didn't make much of a bang, huh?
Hardly. Switchboard's still intact.
You're right. The wiring past the switch circuits could still be live.
Wait a minute. I'm not gonna get shocked if I walk on this floor, am I?
No need to worry. As long as you don't turn the current back on.
There's something hilarious about that, I remember. That call just reminded me about something. Something quite humorous. Ah, okay, that's what it was. There are certain places you take pictures of and there are like ghosts. I need to look up how to get all the ghost pictures. I don't remember how many there were or anything like that.
I remember this place. After you beat the cyborg ninja, I came out into the hallway and all I saw was a sea of blood. The air was filled with a sickly, sweet smell. I remember thinking, this must be what hell is like. My mind couldn't even process what I was seeing at first. Anyway, keep following that hallway to the north and you'll reach my lab. Keep following that hallway to the north.
I'm gonna end up playing through this game a couple of times in the future for sure. Oh.
Hold on. I want to check security. Snake, that password I told you before, you remember it, right? Because I completely forgot. Can you punch it in for me?
Jackass 48273.
It's a 5-digit number.
This is probably the first and only time we'll ever put it in the right way. So.
Nice job. At least your memory hasn't gone bad.
Alright. Cute. I know if you get it wrong, it does the opposite effect. It makes your sight go down at least by 1 level.
This version is totally obsolete. It's gonna take a little work. This is the room where we first met, huh?
Yep.
It's not conjuring up any unpleasant memories, is it? I was being attacked by Frank Yeager.
Yeah, I remember.
If you hadn't shown up when you did, gives me the shivers just thinking about it. Snake, you saved my life.
Naomi hated them for what they did to Frank's body. But it was me that crippled him in the first place. She must have hated me too.
We shouldn't have been so trusting. I blame myself too. I helped develop Rex. That's why it was so easy for me to believe her feelings were genuine. But she was only using us to atone for her sins.
So what? What did she do to us?
You forgot already? She betrayed you. She stole your blood.
Oh, shit.
If that was all, it should have been over and done with in South America. Why'd she join us afterward?
Well,
She has us come rescue her, and then she turns around and goes straight back to Liquid. Why would she do that?
I don't know, Snake. But it looks like she's still with him.
What?
I just had a look at the security access logs. As I thought, there's people coming and going at frequent intervals. In fact, the record shows some recent activity. Look at this. It's an image taken a few hours ago by a surveillance camera up ahead.
Vamp and Naomi.
Naomi.
And Vamp.
I wonder why it's pixelated the way that it is.
They've been through here. And from what we've gleaned from the security records, it can only mean one thing. They're headed for Rex's old underground hangar.
Amazing. Almost makes me nostalgic for the days when you needed a key card for every door.
Yep. It's been 9 years. All you really have to do is reinterpret the old technology in terms of the new. Getting old isn't all that bad, you know.
I love how he's still trying to fix his glasses habit, you know? Man. This was such
I finished unlocking the door on the first floor. It should open now.
Such a cool... Like this... This is what you...
I've been waiting for you, Snake. Who are you? Neither enemy nor friend. Gray Fox. Colonel, that ninja is Gray Fox. Ridiculous. You yourself in Zanzibar lab.
Yes. He should have been killed, but he's still alive.
What?
They were using a soldier for their gene therapy experiments.
How long are you gonna stay in there? Huh? Are you one of them? No, I'm not. I always work alone. Alone? Are you an otaku too? Come on.
Shit. I interrupted it. I didn't get my 1,000 Drebin points, damn it!
The door on the first floor is unlocked now. You can go through any time. The door on the...
Okay, nothing to say about that. Good.
Gecko! Not Gecko!
Of course I could,
Snake, it's blocking the hallway leading
to the elevator.
do something before you can get to the first floor.
Of course you could just fight it. Like, I know I could beat it without issue. Doo-doo-doo. Get a bunch of Drebin points for that one, 5K. I wonder if there's a codec call associated with what we just did.
Okay, Snake. The path is clear. Head for the first floor. Use the elevator to get up there.
You're not gonna praise my good thinking?
Snake, hurry to the first floor. The door's already unlocked. Use the elevator to get up there.
There's a couple of good codec calls. I wonder how many I've missed. Probably a couple. Let's get...
Okay, Snake. Take the stairs down and go to the north door. I'll open it for you with the Mark III.
You can just knock it out, hit the legs, and then pop it twice in the head. Probably pop it once if you get the good spot.
Oh man, more gecko. The Mark III is totally defenseless while working on the door. You'll have to distract the gecko so they don't spot it.
That's an alert. That's gonna be a pain in the ass not to get. Man. Oh, I look forward to when I try and go through and hit all these on the, get all big boss with all of them, you know?
Okay, Snake.
Yeah, I figured after we take that out, it opens automatically. But yeah, it's gonna be a little while before we play this again. I think I like taking a little bit of a break. That, and I want to wait for a lengthy amount of time till this gets an update or whatever. I am also looking into, what's the name of the game? Peace Walker? Yeah, I'm looking into Peace Walker. I've never played Peace Walker. What's really funny is we got about halfway through, right? We're halfway through so far. We got a couple more Metal Gear games to go, but the next couple of stages, sure, I'm going to go through them like I have been, but the main purpose is less going to be like the rest. The games after this, again, I have to play them, but by no means are they like on my lists of must plays, because and I'm not saying this because I dislike the games or anything like that, but it's one of those things where for me, Metal Gear Solid 4 was what I hoped, or what I thought was going to be the final Metal Gear game, right? And I had hoped that Kojima would be working on other projects. As much as I love the Metal Gear series, I thought like all good things must come to an end, and it always sucks when they don't, because the good things normally end up being ruined. And what I'm referencing is Metal Gear Solid 5, right? Which is a game that is incomplete. It sucks. And what else was disappointing was how many people were like, when they played Death Stranding, they thought it was going to be something different, and hilariously enough, Death Stranding was pretty much exactly what I thought it was going to be. So I was like a little confuddled about why everyone was upset about it, because it's one of those things where whatever.
The comm towers. This is where you fought Liquid's Hind D.
That was a tough scrape.
But you still managed to shoot down his gunship. Up till then, I'd heard that even with a man-pads, going one-on-one against an attack chopper was an act of suicide. I thought only Hollywood action stars did that kind of thing. But you made it look easy.
I just told you, it wasn't that easy.
Really? But you were all like, oh, I had to take out that helicopter. Real cool. Like it was nothing.
All right, enough chit-chat. Let's get going. We got a long way to go to Rex's hangar.
Yeah, you're right, Snake.
I love how Otacon's just like fanboying a little bit.
Naomi's headed for Rex's hangar. We have to get there quick. Head north. Don't bother going into the comm towers. Go around them.
Can we even go in there? God, the wolves. Is the SVD supposed to be the PSG-1? God.
Show me your tears. Let them flow. Cry until your eyes run red.
You got anything to say about this, Otacon?
Otacon, she seems to know exactly where I am, even in this damn whiteout. What the hell is going on?
Infrared, maybe? No, you're wearing octo camo. It wouldn't be able to read you. Snake, do you see a pattern in her attacks? Anything that gives you a hint?
Right. Now that I think about it, her attacks have been coming from downwind.
Which means...
Damn! She can smell me.
Amazing. Tracking you in this wind, just by your scent?
A St. Bernard can find and rescue a lost hiker in the middle of a blizzard in the Alps. If that beast has no olfactory sensors keen as a dog's, it's not out of the question.
Then what do we do? Octo camo doesn't do anything to mask your scent.
All I can do is try and guess where that thing's going to be. Try to move downwind.
Can you do it?
Either I do, or I don't.
Okay then. Good luck, Snake.
Anything else or no?
This beast has 4 legs, and it's accompanied by an escort unit wearing powered suits. Watch out for their attacks, Snake!
Damn, there are so many. Hey, so where are you, Wolf? Oh, hello there. Oh shit! There's the crashed helicopter. Oh no! Hi. Can you get up faster than that, Snake, please? Thank you. Alright, don't mind me. Just go in my inventory really quickly to get the, grenade launcher. Nope. Rude. You hit me and then you just run away like the little cow that you are. How dare you? I can't see shit. Awesome. Well, it looks like she gets out of her thing to do a thing. So I can probably Mosin the Gaunt her down. I need Pentazamine, okay. I should have a lot of that. I have two. I have two? I have two. Oh boy. Keep pressing square to reload.
What's that sound? Huh? I hear footsteps.
I'm gonna try this little trick really fast. Alright. GG's on that one. That's awesome. I need to save it when this is over.
I hear them. I hear the cries. The cries of babies. Stop it! Stop crying! Please! Please stop crying! Go away. Don't come any closer. I'm sorry.
Has it really been like... It's been like 12 years since I last played this game.
You can cry if you want. Cry if you need to.
I think it's been about 12 years since I played any of the Metal Gear games. That's too long.
I don't need tears anymore. I've cried myself dry. So cry. As much as you like. I will be there to listen.
Alright, now we need to find... Oh, God. Oh, God, where is this fucking thing gonna be? We might have to do a couple of saves here, or a couple of reloads. Oh, never mind, it's right there. I was very concerned. I'm so... Oh, I thought it froze. I thought it froze, and I was about to be like, I am so fucking glad I just saved it. How does one get on their back? Roll over. Tap. Oh, you're not gonna do the thing? Okay, you are gonna do the thing. That works. Greetings and good day, Urban Orange. How are you today? I saw that you, followed me a couple hours ago, so I do thank you for becoming a citizen of the kingdom. And I very much hope you enjoy your stay. Yeah, I learned a couple of things when watching Jonathan Joestar do a speedrun of this the other day. How to non-lethal her very quickly with the grenade launcher. And how to non-lethal the second stage very quickly by rolling on your back. Normally I wait the full 3 minutes, and then we go through the little, like, camera stage,
Snake,
but whatever.
I finished laundering that rail gun you picked up.
Man,
just
Drebin
now.
is quick with that
Knock
shit.
yourself out. It's on the house.
Thanks.
Time for another bedtime story, Snake.
I hate this one.
This one's about crying wolf. You don't need me to tell you there's whole nations in Africa tearing themselves apart in the name of ethnic cleansing. Well, she was born into that environment. When she was a little girl, her village was attacked by rival armed factions. Her parents and siblings were slaughtered, and she was left a refugee. She took her last surviving relative, her baby brother, and ran as far as she could away from the war zone. One day, they came across an enemy unit, so she took her brother and hid in an abandoned shack. And then her brother started to cry.
Doing well, just chilling. Casual playthrough of MGS4.
And kill them both. So she wrapped her hand as tight as she could around his mouth. As the footsteps gradually went away, she came back to her senses. Her brother wasn't crying anymore. Horrified, she pulled her hand away, covered in sweat and spit. He wasn't breathing. They say wolves eat their own pups when they die. She was spotted wandering through the thick of battle, carrying her dead brother in her arms. She had visions, too. A wolf walking alongside her. Every night, the wolf would howl and cry, just like her brother did that day. Eventually, she made it to a government-run refugee camp. But by then, her brother's body had rotted away. The camp was crowded with refugees like herself, and little children like her brother. Day and night, she was tormented by the cries of babies. The wolf that followed her heard her sorrowful screams and answered. He made his way around the camp, and one by one, he silenced the children. She tried to stop it, but she was powerless to stop the wolf. A few days passed, and on the eve of the enemy's raid, there wasn't a child left. The adults who survived were torn up pretty bad. Of course, there was never any wolf in that camp. She was the one who killed those babies. But she couldn't bring herself to admit it. She couldn't bear the thought of herself going from one baby to the next, howling like a wolf, snuffing out their little lives. And she never did, even as crying wolf, a lonely beast forever stalking the battlefield. Snake, fighting with you made Wolf finally accept what she'd done. She was cleansed by you. If the cries she heard of children on the battlefield have been silenced, it's because of you. You ought to be proud. 3 down, 1 to go. All that's left is Mantis. But you should know, Snake, she's been controlling all the other beasts. She's the beast of beasts. Don't let her get her hooks in you.
I won't.
See you around, Snake.
I was given a fun reminder of, yeah, so if you do non-lethal, you get the beauty face for the Octo camo. Forgot about that. There's a couple things I want to check out before we head forward.
Welcome home, Wolf.
Screaming Mantis, I think, is the name of this boss. Oh god, the little hearts. Ah, flashbacks. Yeah, before playing this, I was going through and playing the previous games in the series. Can you pet the dog? Alright, there's a couple things I want to check out. One of them's over here, I think.
Come on, fly!
Psycho Mantis was, Metal Gear Solid 1.
Hear that, Snake?
Yeah. The wolf dogs.
Her family. It must be tough for them in this environment with all the people gone.
Wolf dogs aren't like other dogs. They're closer to wolves in nature. Happier living in the wild than being kept as pets. Even more so now that they're guarding the grave of a loved one.
You sure about that?
Trust me. I used to live with dogs just like these. I know what I'm talking about.
Okay, if you say so.
Oh no, it's completely understandable.
Snake, we're only halfway there. Let's get going. The warehouse at the north end of the snowfield leads to the blast furnace. Head north.
Yeah, it's completely understandable. I mean, you weren't far off. You weren't far off considering we are in Shadow Moses right now, so... Right area, wrong game. It's all good, though. I'm just going around collecting a couple things and then moving on from there. It feels like the storm got louder for me.
What was she fighting?
I didn't realize that this was one.
What am I fighting for? What are you for?
Come on, audio.
I'll be searching too.
Sucks that the audio was messing up a little bit. Hey, the best is yet to come. Oh, hold on. Gotta listen to this for a minute.
Hold it, Snake. Time to change the disc.
I love this.
I know, it's a pain. But you need to swap disc 1 for disc 2. You see the disc labeled 2?
No.
Huh? Oh, wait. We're on PlayStation 3. It's a Blu-ray disc. Dual layered, too. No need to swap.
Damn it, Otacon. Get a grip.
Yeah, what an age we live in, huh, Snake? Wonder what they'll think of next.
No discs needed at all. That's what they'll think of next. Where it's just data. Ain't that some shit? Got a few minutes because it takes forever to load the first time. Oh. I remember the first time I played through this. A lot of, like, Metal Gear Solid 1 was still fresh in my head because of the way that I did it. I kind of did it the same way that I'm doing this, where I bought the game when it came out. I think it was either a Thursday or Friday where I got Metal Gear Solid 4. And I then proceeded to spend the entire weekend just playing the previous games in the series before moving on to Metal Gear Solid 4. And, like, fighting Crying Wolf in the snowfield, that was a hell of a nostalgia trip. Even given the fact that a couple days prior I had just got through Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, fun times. Oh. But yeah, as for mixing up all the parts, that happens sometimes. I'm trying to think of what game series I did that with recently. I think I did it a little bit with God of War. I was mixing up some things that happened in God of War 2 with God of War 1, and so on and so forth. Kind of hard for me to do with this series because of how many times I played it. I was, like, obsessed with this series. Because it was Metal Gear Solid 1 that taught me what a video game could be, right? Like, near the end, when you start going through and doing the trick for the card key, up to that point, I had skipped through like 80%, 85, maybe even 90% of all like the codec calls and stuff like that, because before I like realized, oh, video games are more than just beat the bad guys and stuff like that. Beat the bad guys, beat the boss, and win. I just ignored the story. And then I was coming back from heating up the key card, and the codec call with Naomi, where she like reveals the truth about what's going on, happened. And I was like, wait, what? What just happened? And I ended up restarting the entire game, and I was almost done. I restarted the entire game and actually listened to the codec calls. I paid attention to what was going on, and I was like, holy shit, this is amazing. And so I think overall I played Metal Gear Solid somewhere around 14, 15 times. Then Metal Gear Solid 2 around the same amount of times. And so on and so forth until I came to this game. And I think I played this game and beat it 3 or 4 times in a row. Took a little bit of a break and played it a couple more times. I suppose. Oh, hold on. I gotta see if there's a codec call for it. I gotta see if there's a codec call for it. Doesn't... Oh! Oh god! Oh god! Forgot about this. Forgot about this. Forgot about this. Whoops. But yeah, for me, I have a lot of, I might be missing a couple of flashbacks here. Oh, you have a 5.7. Well, you had a 5.7. Can you pull out your 5.7? Thank you. Forgot if you went in alert mode in this situation that they would show up the way that they do. Really no shit. That's annoying. You are not going to roll toward me, please.
Otacon, how do I get this door open?
It's not opening? That's weird. I know I disengaged security back at the lab.
We should have been able to get to Rex's storage hangar from here.
I've got it. If memory serves, there are casting and rolling facilities directly beneath the furnace. You should be able to pass through them to a drainage duct that leads to the hangar.
How do I get there?
There should be a special service elevator in the northwest corner of this floor.
Northwest corner. Got it.
That sounds familiar. Is there no way for me to get up that way? I guess not. That's fine though. Later.
Snake. I've got something to tell you about Naomi Hunter.
What about her?
She might be a spy.
To kill me? Is that all you...
I'll tear it up. Frank Yeager. The man whom you destroyed was my brother and my only family. Gray Fox. You killed my benefactor. Sent my brother home a cripple. I vowed revenge.
But I can't go yet. I still have a job to do.
Hello there. Get a save it. I saved over top of the previous save. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Oh, it's not like I won't be playing this game again at some point in the future. Okay, now that was just rude.
Snake, what's wrong? Answer me, please! Snake? Snake!
Wait, I should have waited there for a few moments. Get up there. Audio, please work. Really? Fuck off, man! Oh, that's aggravating. Well, that works. Not exactly what I wanted, but whatever. I remember you're supposed to be to the left and then go to the right. Going to the right is blocked off and annoyed. Could have did that better, but whatever. No big deal. Like I said, this is a casual playthrough. Casual playthrough. If I'm not mistaken, we're close to the reason why this is my favorite act. well, I think it's like 2 or 3 reasons. But there are this section coming up, I believe. This is the game that made me wish for, like, Metal Gear 2, and Metal Gear Solid remakes. You know? But not like a Twin Snakes thing. I watched Twin Snakes recently. If you like Twin Snakes, alright, you're welcome to your opinion. You're wrong, but you're welcome to your opinion, because there is just so much needless stuff that occurs there to add. Like, the cool guys don't look at explosions shit, and just other stuff too. And then the way they, like, ripped out the emotion of certain dialogue, it's like, ugh. I'm half joking when I say about the you're welcome to your opinion, but you're wrong. The reason I say I'm half joking is because I could understand where you, like, the graphics are awesome, right? And the mechanics, of course, being modernized and allowing you to shoot in first person, stuff like that, and a couple of other cool changes. Like, that's awesome. But they needlessly changed certain dialogues and made certain actions way over the top. Like, I watched Business, BISNES, right? Capital B, capital S. And what they were doing is to celebrate the 35 years of Metal Gear. They were playing through Metal Gear Solid and Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes at the same time, which was a hell of a way to see the compare and contrast between the two and go, oh.
Finally.
Oh.
It's just up ahead. The hangar's just a little bit further. Stay en route.
Can I knock you guys out? I can stun you temporarily. Interesting. It is extremely temporary.
Rex is on the floor above you. Use the lift.
I'm thinking about what you said about not remembering the game but the feeling, and that makes so much sense why companies try and prey on nostalgia, because when you play through Metal Gear Solid for the first time, or at least when I did, in your head, this is what it looks like. You know what I mean? Obviously not really, but and then, like, even as I said, I wanted a remake. Getting that remake, it would not match up, no matter what. It would not match up to Metal Gear Solid, you know? Even if you had the graphics like this and the mechanic changes and stuff like that, it just wouldn't have that same feeling because of the feeling you had when you first played through. Like, Metal Gear Solid has a special place in my heart because it taught me what video games could be, and, like, showed me that there were multiple ways to deal with certain situations, and all kinds of little gotchas like that, you know? At some point, I know I'm not going to play these games again right after. Like, this month has been dedicated to Metal Gear. I'll probably take at least a couple month break before I play these games again when I get done with them. But I will say I do want to beat them at least on Extreme or European Extreme at least one time before I try and get the big boss emblem, which is gonna be a fun time. You'll probably see me rage. You sure as shit would have seen me rage if you saw me play through Extreme on Metal Gear 1. Or Metal Gear Solid 1, I should say. I've never really played Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2, unfortunately. I have to play through those games at some point. It is loading, right? Yeah, it's still loading. It does suck that it takes as long as it does for the first reload. Yeah. Exactly, you don't. Like, for me, perfect example, I recently, when it came out, I did a playthrough of Elden Ring, right? And on day one, I did a 26.5-hour stream. Like, full stop. I'm not really going to say exactly what I went through because of spoiler reasons. I don't want to spoil other people. But it's hard for me to feel the frustration that I felt when spending 8 hours on one of the bosses I spent on. One of the early game bosses. And I say early game bosses because there were plenty of other bosses, but I spent 6 hours on a couple bosses. I spent 8 hours on another boss. And like, it's the feelings of frustration and anger and hatred and rage are foggy, right? And in a year from now, they'll be non-existent, and all I'll think about is how I felt when I finally defeated boss this or boss that. You know what I mean? But it's so true. It's like, oh, I had a blast and a half playing that game, and then you go to the compilation of rage that'll probably go like. In a couple months from now, I'll probably get around to editing, editing it, and I'll be like, oh yeah, no, that, I was pissed.
The railgun's been removed.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Liquid doesn't need the whole Rex to launch his nuke. He only needs the railgun.
Damn it. Has it already been shipped?
Hang on, I'll check.
I'm afraid so. Unfortunately
Low vamp.
for you, the railgun is no longer here.
Naomi.
This place will be your
This was so fucked up seeing this first time.
wishes. The suicide gecko are on their way. Soon, there'll be nothing left of this place.
We've been had. Rodigon.
Snake, I think I might be able to get it working. I just need some time.
Hurry.
I'll leave the rest to you.
Naomi.
The way she says that is creepy too. I forgot about that.
Excellent. You'll amuse me until they arrive.
So, I remember the mechanics of this fight.
Come on.
I'll say that right now. I remember it took me forever to get this one. Couple of attempts. For me, it's easier, like I said, to remember this because of how many times I played through this game, first of all. Second of all, it's also, there are certain things that I view my mind as like a filing cabinet in some cases.
I'll take care of Rex. You take Vamp. Kill that monster. Snake, please.
I hope you like getting flashbanged. Oh, you son of a bitch.
Take this!
I fucking can't see shit.
You did it, Snake!
Yes. What have you done?
There. Now you're a mere mortal, like the rest of us.
Suppressed your nanomachine, son.
But can you kill this mere mortal?
Yeah. I wish I had the anti-material rifle.
Gecko.
Snake, look out! They're rigged to self-destruct!
So fucking stupid. Oh, I love it. We know who that is.
Snake, sorry to have kept you all waiting. You ready for this? Sonny gave me the go-ahead.
How about it, undying man? Care to die too?
Sorry, but I can't die just yet.
Then kill me.
So fucking creepy, man. Hate Vamp for a multitude of reasons.
This one is mine. You keep those gecko at bay. Otacon, we're gonna buy you some time.
I'll do my best.
Wait, you are a scout too, are you not? Then, let us duel with blades.
You know what else is funny? When you play games like this when you're younger, that is like, oh, so awesome, they're gonna fight with their scout knives. That is so euphemistic. Like, where the knife is positioned and shit like that. Like, whoa, dude, easy there. Sir, this is a Wendy's. Alright, let's see if I still got it.
Those are suicide gecko. They pop and they take us with them. Keep them back. Sending you data on where to aim. Put a bullet through their brain. Lights on that crouched gecko are blinking. When they stop, it'll blow. Don't let that happen.
Can you let me shoot you? Like, what the hell, dude?
Don't give up!
It reset it.
Above you! They're coming from above! Snake!
Yeah, I knew it was gonna jump, that's why I delayed. I was like, it's gonna jump, isn't it?
That's it, Snake!
Vamp's kind of fucking riding up.
That's it, Snake!
Do it. No, I can't.
A little bit of a flashback to... Alright, I don't want to call bullshit on that one.
Watch out, Snake! Just like that, Snake!
Fucking him up! Alright. Perfect timing. The first time I did that fight, I called it, when I did the syringe with Vamp, I called it the garlic shot. Because vampire.
Snake, get out of the way!
And this made me so fucking hyped when I saw that. I was like, wait. I didn't register that he said he's gonna get it ready.
This might come in handy after all.
I don't know why I didn't register it, because I was like distracted by so many other things. This too I was distracted by.
Immortal. His natural healing abilities were enhanced by the nanomachines inside his body. But after so many battles, he's finally reached his limit.
Doctor, ease my pain.
Naomi, Sonny asked me to tell you something.
What is it?
I cooked them right.
I see. Good for you, Sonny. You finally did it. No, I can't save you. You have to trust me, Dr. Emmer. give this to him.
Not for revenge, but to end his suffering.
Now you can return to your true self. You can be at peace.
I can die.
Yes.
Don't feel bad for Vamp. Never have, and I don't think I ever will. Asshole. Alright.
Forgive me.
This doesn't change anything. Why?
We can't erase the past, nor can we forgive it. And so the only thing we can do is end it. Snake. Liquid's down below us. He's stolen the Patriot system, slipped out of their sight, and taken their Ark.
Ark?
A warship. Unfettered by land, law, country, or network. The only place where they are truly released from the shackles of the Patriots. The place where they can be free. Outer Haven.
Outer Haven?
It fucking always
Liquid plans to launch
goes
the
back
nuke from that
to Outer Haven. Always.
Snake. You have been given life so that you may fulfill your purpose. When all of this is over, you'll have no choice but to accept death. We are given life only so that we can atone for our sins. Your life was created for that very purpose. We all must atone for our own sins. We must not pass them on to the next generation. We must not leave them for the future. That is your true fate. One that even you cannot defy.
Naomi!
What have you done?
Vamp and I, we are the same. We're living corpses. Our bodies kept barely alive by nanomachines.
Then you...
Cancer. I shouldn't even be alive right now. The nanomachines have kept it from progressing. But there's nothing more they can do. With the nanomachines gone, time will unfreeze and begin to flow again.
What are you saying?
Goodbye. Hell.
Don't!
Oh, shit.
You have such beautiful eyes. I'm sorry for everything. Now go!
Let's get moving.
Why does it always end this way?
Otacon! Come on! Pull yourself together!
Naomi!
They're coming.
Why?
Fuck, that sucks, man.
Snake, you're right. I haven't lost everything yet. I've still got a job to do.
That's right. We need you.
I'm done crying. I don't have any more tears to shed. We have to get out of here.
Any ideas?
Time's running short, so I'll explain as we go. Pay close attention.
I'm listening.
This shit happens.
Promise me you'll carry on. Or will.
And then it goes from the, oh yeah, let's fucking pull on your goddamn heartstrings to this badass moment, you know? Fuck. The dual fight where you're fighting the geckos and Raiden is fighting Vamp, that's one of the big moments of why I love this act so much. And then this whole sequence is another reason, because it's like, it's the first time in a Metal Gear game that you like get to pilot a Metal Gear. It's fucking awesome. Come on. Still loading, right? I'd hate to have to do all that shit over again. Yeah, it's still loading. Gonna be sure to save it as soon as we get to this section, because it would suck if the fucking shit froze and I'd have to do all that over again.
Snake, we have to get out of here.
And I know we could probably just, like, rush through. Right. This right here. Just rush all the way through. But I can't help myself. I want to try and take out as many of these things as possible. Because it's just such a good feeling. Taking out these fucking geckos. Plus, lots of Drebin points. Sucks that the audio is a little wonky. I wonder if this is the same exact length as the escape route from the original Metal Gear Solid. Ooh, that came out of nowhere. Like, I really do wonder if the length of that, it probably is a little bit shorter, in all honesty. Oh, and it was a glacier. That's what was preventing us from going through, instead of going all the way up, then all the way down in Metal Gear Solid. There was a glacier that blocked our path for, Metal Gear Solid. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the restroom while this is loading. You know, it's kind of funny. I'm also thinking about if they were to make a Metal Gear movie. And it's like, a lot of people might assume that it would be very difficult to mess up. I'll talk about it later.
They self-destructed!
I mean, if you moved instead of looking up, you would have been fine, Raiden. You looked up instead of moved.
What's that?
Oh, this. Here it is. Here it is. Ray. Outer Haven.
Ray!
It's not over. Not yet. Liquid. Moses. Where our fates were born. And where yours ends, Snake.
This right here is why this is my favorite act. But yeah, a lot of people are like, oh, how could you mess up a Metal Gear movie, right? It's practically a movie to begin with. Well, right off the rip, any kind of video game live action adaptation's already gonna be down a couple of points. Like, if you were to rate something between 0 and 100, right? Or 1 out of 100, you've already got a couple points down, because video games are an entirely different type of media from a show or, like, even a movie. A show can get a little bit closer to a video game, but not only do you have to worry about the people that are making it trying to change it up like they did with the Halo series, right? You're taking away the interactivity, I'm doing this, I'm making the character, I'm pushing the story forward, I'm making the character fight, I'm doing good or I'm doing bad, right? It's that feeling of you're the one who's pushing the narrative, not the narrative pushing itself, if that makes any sense. One of the reasons why I rarely, if ever, watch a show or a movie. It's got to be like something I'm really excited to see, or something I've done a survey about in the past. Like, since it's coming out on Netflix, you think it'd be okay to talk about a movie that I did a survey about a couple years ago? I think that would be fine. Speaking of talking about surveys that you did a couple years ago, it's kind of funny because I'm pretty sure somebody revealed that a survey they were working on, basically the leak about the new Armored Core game, came from somebody doing a survey, right? That's why I'm a little bit hesitant about it, but I think it should be fine because I did a survey a couple years back on...
Let's finish. And it's a Rex killer, but you've got me on your side. Can't lose. Crush Ray. And
the CQC shit.
himself wide open right after you dodge his attack.
Damn it. Didn't let me do my attack. There's a couple of different triangle attacks you can do.
Incoming!
Won't let me do it. Like this one. Your ass, dude. God, that felt so good. But yeah, basically, there's this movie coming out on Netflix called Day Shift. Right? I won't go into details about it because I'm still hesitant about talking about it. But it's a movie that I'm looking forward to watching. Not even because it looks like a good movie, but because I did a survey about it. Right? And that's like some of the only films or shows that I'll get excited about nowadays. Is stuff that I learned about way before it's even announced. But now that it's announced and coming out, I feel a little bit safer talking about it. But yeah, it's one of the reasons why I'm excited to watch it, because I potentially helped make the movie some of the way that it is, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? Mind you, I'm not the only person that did a survey on it, because when people do surveys, like through Prize Rebel or Inbox Dollars or whatever service you use, if you're, I think that's, yeah, I've got an exclamation point links thing that you can do in the chat, which pretty much all my associated sites, be it YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Discord, all that, and a couple of referral links to some survey sites and stuff that I use, right? And it's so fun to, like, when I have some free time or I'm using the restroom even and I'm on my phone or whatever, I can go through and just do a survey and maybe learn about some new shit. But yeah, back to what I was talking about, live action adaptions. It always befuddles me as to why they want to make a live action. I mean, I know why, but why they want to make a live action adaptation of, like, cartoons or anime or what have you. How was that full health? That's bullshit.
Where's Liquid?
He looks pretty fine. Maybe he's more fucked up than he looks, though. We look fucked up.
Snake! Fox.
That's the exact opposite of the way that it occurred on Metal Gear Solid 1.
Think again.
I was like, you asshole! You asshole! You're pulling the fucking...
Sorry, but that won't work this time.
Why even do it then?
Behold!
Our right shoulder's dislocated.
Liquid!
Come on, just fire a couple rounds.
Is the liberty we've won for ourselves. Outer Haven. And with this weapon, I will destroy JD. Then, everything ends, and everything begins. But as for you, brother, you'll stay here to mark the Silent's watery grave.
He's having another attack.
Die, snake!
Oh, he's just giving up, it looks like. Ah! God, I hate that.
Sonny, forgive me.
Jack, do you remember the day we met?
Yeah, it was in front of Federal Hall. There were all these tourists around you.
They were asking me which building it was that King Kong was climbing in the movie. I said it was probably the Chrysler building. And then you showed up and started mouthing off. You were like, no, it's the Empire State.
I said the Chrysler building was in Godzilla.
We started arguing, and I forgot all about the tourists.
The next thing we knew, the tourists had gone away. And a week later, I found you again by coincidence out in the base corridor.
An amazing coincidence.
Yeah.
That night,
coincidence.
We went up to the top of the Empire State Building.
It was so beautiful.
I didn't care anymore who was right.
And that was our first date.
We watched King Kong in your apartment a bunch of times that night. Didn't sleep till morning.
Worthless fossil.
looking pretty good there, Chief. You're not looking that good either there. All right. So, because this is the end of Act 4, I'm going to be wrapping up the YouTube video and Twitch highlight video, or the video for whatever. However I said it, regardless, I will be wrapping that up, and then we will be moving on into Act 5. So, for those of you that are new here, if you haven't already, be sure to become a citizen of the kingdom today via subscribing to this channel as well as my main channel. If you're watching on YouTube, links will be down in the description below through all my links, streaming links, where you can catch me on all of my associated sites, be it the community Discord, where you can always get the most accurate notifications of whenever I do go live, if I'm going to be a little bit late to stream or a little bit early, my Twitter, which I pretty much only ever post when I'm going live, Twitch, where you can follow me over there and catch me when I go live at 6 p.m. EST, EDT every single day. A couple referral links to some survey sites that I use, and whatever else I have up there that catches your fancy. Until next time, YouTube and Twitch highlight watchers, take care and have a good one. Bye-bye.